Hi guys, it's Tanya from 4Girls Jewelry. We will make today a frame for our necklaces. Last time when I posted a raindrop necklace, I asked if you guys want to see the frame and I received some comments. So I will share today with you this frame. You can use any type of beads, you can use any type of elements. You can also be creative and use more wires if you wanted to. Use your torch. If this one I didn't use it, but you can also use your torch and make it a little bubble here. Yeah, let's get started. So what we need 3 different gauges. You can use 16, 18 for the first one. Like, so I use same wires here, but when I do more of these frames, I like the first wire that inside thicker than the other one. So we will use the thicker wire today, and we will need 5 inches of that wire. And this one is 20 gauge. That will be the one that we will make tiny circles inside. And 26 will be for a weaving. And I will show you some ideas that I did with the same frame, some other ideas at the end of the video, as always. Okay, so this is 5 inches. This one is like 12 inches. I use, if you want to have constant size of your little rings that you do, you have to mark your around those pliers. I have 2 marks, so today I will use this one. That way when we do these tiny loops, they will be exactly the same. They all will be done on this one. And you start from the end of the wire and just again where the measure is. Just make sure your wire is straight. This is number 3. And you just keep doing it. So we will need, for the 5-inch long frame, we will need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But I use, see this wire, this frame, I left it a little bit here because I just started to make different design with little sticks here, and that's why I only did it on up to here, left it to create this. But if you do normal ones, if you want to use with your beads, you can make more, and so that way you can decorate with your beads. So after you make a long snake with these coils, it will be time to shape the first thick wire, right? You can use any kind of jars if you have, or you can use bracelet mandrel. I will use the medicine container. The shape. When you got the shape, you want to lock your shape. So I will use hammer, hold, so it will be easier to wire wrap. And you will start from the center, so because I don't want to make video too long, but I will show you how I wrapped it. So when you start with the middle, simply, it doesn't really have to be a middle, but you have to just decide and see the measure between here and here, so it will be equal. And all I do is I want to show you. So I attach twice around the first wire here. Go twice inside a circle. Then again twice around the frame. And between, when there is two circles, I do one. Tied together. And again two. So you will have always two, one between circles, and then two in the circle. Let's do two in the circle. Why my wires? One, two. Again, two around the first wire, between, twice again, and then inside in the circle twice. So that's the sequence. I always do the same, so then I remember it's like you're knitting. So you do two, one between the circles here, oops, and two in the circle. And again will be two, one, two, one together with the frame, again two and one only, and then two goes inside, and you keep doing it. After you're done, you can use, if you feel like it's needed to be a little bit pressed, you can use gently your rubber mallet, and then will be time for decorating. Also, I want to say, when you, because that's what you will have, this when you attach, you know, all those, you know, to it, you will have those ends. I always nicely cut, but they still sharp. You can use your file. I like to use my painter's block. So just because it has, so I use painter's block. then after it's like nice, I will use my other mark, which is the bigger one, and that is for creating that that's the frame. It's exactly the same frame that I just showed you. Here is some ideas with, if you use 24 gauge and make tiny, same as we did here, but I use, instead 20 gauge, I use 24 gauge wire, which is very thin, but it looks fine for the earrings. So I put directly beads inside 24 gauge. Did the same circles. You can make any shape you wanted. This shape I actually did, this is 20 gauge. So I want to show you how I make the shape here, but I just need to bring one more tool. So I got my used fancy tool. I really like it. So I use 20 gauge, and because I use tons of stuff, it's still not heavy. And here we have glass, we have crystals. I also buy a wrap on top. It's still not, it's pretty good. It's not that heavy. So how I did the shape, I just use the curve of this tool. And that's what you will have. And then I use my block, but before I hammer, I gently squeeze both sides. And that's the thing here. And to lock the shape, you just hammer. Then decide how long earrings you want to do. Let's say here. And you can wrap, and then you start decorated. You can use the little snake we did today. Then 26 gauge basket weave here. I also made, that's the same exactly frame, but without weaving on top. And I have tons of small beads. Those are like tubes. So I use those in this design. Some of them not polished, but I just want to show you my ideas, and you can use them in your wire wrapping and stuff. So you can also make teardrop shape and use only 4 beads for like those tubes. That's the different ones, because here I have the one with the twist. This one is straight. This frame was done with the coil that I squished. There's a video how I do those. You can also use your squished coil and attach to the frame. Guys, I hope you will make amazing stuff. You can also use your any kind of shape like circles or maybe even triangles and add stuff like bones to it. Yes, that's all for today. I hope you enjoy it, create new stuff. I hope you learned something, and see you next Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching.